What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to Diablo, Resurrected, and may peace be with you. So, in my last video, I tested out Breath of the Dying in a glorious axe. You see how glorious that looks? Doesn't it look awesome? Because back when I was a little duck, I always imagined my barbarian in Diablo 2 wielding a massive axe. But the problem is, in terms of endgame, like, meta builds, is that what they're called? They called meta? Is it meta like the endgame stuff? Let me know in the comments below. But when it comes to this endgame stuff, there's just not much of a place for a big-ass axe like this, unfortunately. Because even if you go as far as to make a Breath of the Dying in one, like I have, it still might perform like ass with Whirlwind. And probably with anything else for that matter, if you're using this axe. The Glorious Axe has a range adder of 3, whereas the Warpike has a range adder of 4. Alright? The Glorious Axe has a greater range adder than the Colossus Blade, which has a range adder of 2. Alright? So it beats that. But it's still... it's quite slow. And when you're using Whirlwind, if you have a weapon in each hand, you're going to hit twice as frequently. Alright? Than you would if you had a weapon in just one hand of the same attack speed. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Death, which I think ultimately is going to be a better rune word for Whirlwind. I think it's going to be quite a bit better. So let's test it out. Vex, Ort, Gull. 342. So as you can see here, 397 to 822 compared to 422 to 872. So this has a higher sheet damage. 369% enhanced damage compared to this one, which rolled a 342. With Death, I believe it can roll up to 380. Is that right? Or is it 385? I can't remember. But, yeah, nonetheless, it has some offensive stats. Alright? It might offend some of you. The fact that this shit has a 50% chance of crushing blow, just dead on. And then it has a deadly strike based on character level, and it's half your character level. So this guy's, and it's complete numbers. It's not the, what do you call it? It's not fractional numbers or whatever. So I'm 88, it's a 44% deadly strike at it. So that's going to tie in with his amulet's deadly strike, and also your combat mastery. Critical Strike, which does calculate differently and separately than Deadly Strike, but they have the same effect, which is double damage. Yeah, it's double damage. So anyway, so on the sheet, it's going to look just a little less. Significantly less, maybe, but... not as good against undead as a Breath of the Dying would be. But yeah, unfortunately, I mean, here I am in... Hell Act 1, Players 1 difficulty. And it already takes several hits to kill a zombie. Just a plain-ass zombie. Look at this. That one took more than one hit. I mean, stuff you're going to run into with min and max damage and all that. This thing is... it's quite a range, but... it's kind of lackluster, man, compared to a couple other combinations that I've tried with Whirlwind. I think is how this is going to go. But let's go check out the Frigid Highlands. And let's see how well he can slap that fat ass. And how quickly he can kill Eldritch. Alright, let's go check it out. Yep. Was that one hit? The thing with these big two-handed weapons, as mentioned, you're not hitting as frequently. Like, you're going to listen to your damage ticks. Like, how many per second? If I were to have, like, a Berserker Axe in each hand... oh my god, this is horrendous. Oh, wow, this sucks! Holy freaking toad. God damn! Look at this! It performs like ass! Holy shit! Could you imagine busting your ass to make this rune word only to find that it still sucks? Even when you have Fortitude on and everything else? Holy shit. I mean, it's the It's the best two-hander axe in the game, basically, you know? Base. I don't know, I mean, maybe Breath of the Dying actually performs better than this. It's hard to tell. It has some cool mods. Unfortunately, you can't take advantage of the chain light. Well, you can when you die. Never mind, thought that was on, whatever, but... 25% chance to cast level 18 Glacial Spike on attack. Unfortunately, that doesn't apply when you're whirlwinding. So you're going to have to berserk shit in order to cast the Glacial Spike. The bonus to AR, the base AR, minimal lightning damage, a nice mana leech, which can sometimes be hard to find on gear when you're trying to min and max and all that. So it's nice to have some leech on this thing. But yeah, the Deadly Strike, the Crushing Blow, and the nice damage roll and the Indestructible mod that you get on death. Kind of the reasons as to why this is a good item. And I actually found some success with it, coupled with Grief for Whirlwind. So it kind of performs like ass compared to other combinations that I've tried. I think when it comes to death, it's not a bad rune word. It's actually a really good rune word, I think. It works great with Frenzy, and it also works great when it's coupled with something else for Whirlwind. In the example that I mentioned where you have an item in each hand. It's a really nice item to have. I tried Death with Grief for Whirlwind and it really kicked ass. So I would recommend you guys try that out if you haven't yet. But let me take this guy to the Cast Sanctuary and let's see how he does there. So here's his gear. Once again, he's using Death, Laying of Hands, Ravenfrost, String of Ears, which is important now, seeing I don't have any life leech on my weapon. Mantle to heal, because I just really needed some mana leech before popping on this death. Gore Riders, High Lords, Ariots with a nice roll, and Fortitude. So, oh man. I mean, it's probably a little better than Breath of the Dying. You're getting more Crushing Blow, you're getting more Deadly Strike. Of course, for player 1 difficulty, when you're already doing this much damage, the Crushing Blow is negligible? How do you say it? Negligible? Negligible. The Crushing Blow is kind of negligible. Because it only does a small percentage of their life, and you're almost killing them in, you know, just a couple hits anyway, generally speaking. Wow, what a shitty barbarian. So, this guy sucks. Oh, wow, this is bad. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Look at this. God damn. Wow, okay. Here, let me put this on again. Maybe I'm hitting more. He might get more hits per tick, you know what I mean? Now, there are a lot of undead here, and Breath of the Dying does add a lot of undead damage. I don't know, I feel like he might do better with this overall, in the Cast Sanctuary at least. Here's Death again. So, what do you guys think about this compared to the other things that I've been trying throughout my slew of videos that I've posted recently on the Barbarian just wielding various shit? But generally, I've been using pretty much the endgame stuff, you know? And yeah, there's a couple other things I have to experiment with, like Last Wish, for example. I'm gonna try some Last Wish. Basically, it all comes down to grief. Like, you want a grief and you want something else, or you just want 2 griefs. It's kind of what it seemed to be, but I will try out the Warpike. The Warpike is gonna have a lot more damage. In fact, shit, at this rate, I might as well do it next video. We'll see. This is ass. Yep. So this kind of performs like ass, unfortunately. If they were to ever tweak this game, the items, balance them out, this and that, I would hope they do something with these big axes. Because if you find Hellslayer, it sucks. If you find Executioner's Justice, it sucks. It just doesn't compare with the endgame stuff. And the endgame stuff, there's just better item types to make it in over an axe. Like, that war pike is probably quite king when it comes to two-handed whirlwind weapons. Unless if you're doing something like an IK barb, which I guess I should try out as well, because they actually seem to do okay. To my memory. Look at this, I found this nice Colossus thing. Colossus. How do you say it? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so I might actually make it to Satan. We'll get to Satan. We'll murder ooh. Conquest sword, style points for that. Style points if you make oath or some shit in that. Hell, I guess that's another thing. A budget weapon in each hand, whirlwind barbarian. I could have 2 oath swords or some shit. I mean, really, axes would probably be best. The Berserker axe, because it has a range adder of 2. It has a nice base IAS. Whereas if you use something like a Colossus sword or Colossus blade, they lack a bit when it comes to their base IAS. So that's going to be kind of a problem when comparing it to a Berserker axe. So I'll probably go that route. Holy shit! He's not even immune! He's not even immune! Oh my god! Come on! Damn! He's not even immune, bruh! Alright, I got him. Alright, let me try the Conquest Sword. Let me go take a look at that thing. Let's see if that little thickie is... I want to keep this. I found that thing. Damn. Ooh. Okay, fine. I'll identify this real quick. Love identifying shit. 187. So, let's take a look here. 37 to 53. Fast attack. Pretty sure it has a range adder of 1, unfortunately. So, not much place for this. The range adder's just ass. But that's fine. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably make 2 oaths and Berserker axes and try that out, alright? Okay, so here's Diablo. I think the attack rating kind of sucks, which is another problem with this guy. I have some charms, not many. When he hits him, he does a pretty good job. Got him. Pike. Love identifying this shit. Especially if it falls from Satan. Alright, so... what do you guys think about death so far? I mean, compared to Breath of the Dying, if you've seen my last video. Let me know how you think they compare. I mean, it's a tough call. I probably have to run a few more experiments to determine, you know, which I think might have more potential over the other. I'd have to run a few more rounds of this crap. Although I haven't even tried the Trav yet. So let's try the Trav real quick. I'm sure it'll take care of them with relative ease. But yeah, I would like to make a video with the War Pike. But things changed up a little bit now, I think. When they did that whole whirlwind thing where gear IAS now applies to whirlwind or something like that. Did some bullshit go down like that? Let me know in the comments. Yep. Yep. Got him. Sucks. It's not really doing it. In this base, this weapon's ass. But that's fine. Alright, more videos to come. Peace be with you.